What's going on, guys? Multiverse Corrupt here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're having a look at the Flash from the movie The Flash by McFarlane Toys. As always, guys, starting off this video, we're having a look at the McFarlane packaging, and it is, of course, the traditional black, white, and blue with the open face window to see the Flash in all of his glory front and center, with the DC Multiverse down here at the bottom, as well as the Flash movie logo, and the Flash's name down here at the bottom. Flipping over to the side, guys, we see the Flash in the Batman costume from the movie The Flash. Flipping over on the back is, of course, a comic image of what he looks like from the film. And I do think this image was done very well. I do still think the suit, the iconic Batman Returns suit turned into a Flash suit, just looks ugly, but it kind of works from a comic standpoint here. Flipping over here to the side, guys, we see DC Multiverse and the Flash's name again. Nothing really going on at the top other than the Flash logo, and then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and rip the Flash out of his packaging and see how he looks. In an alternate 2013 created by time-traveling Barry Allen, teenage young Barry has grown up carefree with the support of both of his parents, but is yet to experience the events that will transform him into the Flash. Full of excitement and wonder at the arrival of his older self visiting from 2022, young Barry is eager to discover whether he is able to gain the very same powers and become a superhero in his own right. So right here, guys, is the Flash, and what I guess you could say is all of his glory. It's not one of my favorites. For my first-hand impression, I think it looks like crap. I hated it in the film. I hate it in figure form. Now, don't get me wrong. The promo shots from McFarlane looked okay. It wasn't in my top 10 must-haves, but it was a must-have in order just to complete this wave. Now, I've taken a call on this guy, Bat Flash, because it is the 92 Batman Returns suit, just repainted to look like a makeshift Flash suit, and I hate it. I think that was a terrible, terrible idea. I would have much rather seen him in like a training type suit, not an iconic suit that we have loved before in the past and looked phenomenal in movie history, but now it just looks like crap. I even hate the headphones that they added in to be like the yellow lightning bolts of the Flash. Just in figure form, it's Now, the figure itself does have some great articulation. It's just an eyesore to look at. It is not by any means one of my favorites. With all that said, though, guys, let's go ahead and get the Flash off of the rotating turntable and take a closer look at the accessories that he came with. When it comes to the accessories, guys, he does, of course, come with what we see with pretty much every other Flash figure. He does, of course, come with a standard McFarlane base, just a black circle with the DC logo stamped right there on the front. He does, of course, come with his own trading card, and once again, I will say the suit kind of works for a comic perspective. Maybe just from the artwork is what's kind of turning me back onto it. But just overall in figure form and movie form, looks like crap. Flipping over to the back, guys, is the read up if you want to pause the screen and read it right now. Always give you guys that little bit of a second. And last but not least, he does, of course, come with his own Speed Force effects, and we have seen these before. If they look familiar, these are just reuses from the Jay Garrick Flash, and I want to say they're just recolored from the Zack Snyder's Justice League Flash, except for this one. This one's definitely from Jay Garrick. Now, I don't know why the Speed Force effects for this one is yellow. It was kind of hinted at in the movie, or it was explained in the movie. Don't really remember 100% that the Flash's new suit is what turned it yellow. So these should be blue. Now, it's nothing a little paint can't fix, but it's just annoying that they didn't stick with the source material. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and get these accessories out of the spotlight and get Bat Flash back out here and zoom in to take a closer look at the detail. When it comes to the detail, guys, right here we have Bat Flash front and center, and it kind of is alright. Once again, I just can't stand this figure, but the detail is there, just within the suit alone. Looking at the head sculpt, guys, you can tell that is Ezra Miller's head sculpt put inside of this mask here. The ears have been promptly chopped off, and he does, of course, have his headphones tucked around his head, which I thought was stupid in the movie, and I think is stupid now. The mask does, of course, kind of look crooked. I guess it's just to signify that it doesn't fit. It didn't really fit too well in the movie, but it's just kind of off when it comes to like his nose. Maybe that's just a sculpting issue, but we'll just move on from there. Moving down here to the chest now, guys, we do see all of the detail within the Batsuit. It does look amazing. I just feel like the pecs are a little too small. They're a little too smushed in from what we see from the other Batman suit, and we'll get into that review sometime this week or possibly even next week. But I also hate that they went the rubber route with the suit. It doesn't feel like the standard McFarlane plastic that we got when it comes to this suit. This suit doesn't feel like we got a rubber. It doesn't smush, it doesn't mush, but this one just kind of flattens in and it just kind of feels like crap. Right here, guys, we do have a pristine Bat logo in there, though. So if you are wanting to be like one of those people we've probably all seen on Instagram, how they turn this into the classic 92 Batman Returns suit with a good old-fashioned repaint, you could get away with doing that because the logo of the Bat emblem is just pristine. It looks absolutely amazing, but the lightning bolt of the Flash looks like crap. In the movie, it was a little crisper than this. It just looks like a little fat line going in a zigzag formation. Just look at how fat that is. It has no sharp edges whatsoever. It's just got like a little triangle sticking out from it. Looks like freaking crap. Going down here now, guys, to the legs. He does, of course, have these little skinny legs. He doesn't really seem to be that proportionate to himself. He's got these little scrawny arms, but then he's got that little fat rubbery piece right here in the middle, and it just looks bad. This figure is not by any means in my top 100. This figure does not look good. With all that said, though, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the detail and zoom out and take a closer look at his size, articulation, and some size comparison. When it comes to how tall Bat Flash stands, guys, he does, of course, stand at, it looks like to the top of his head, 7 1/4. So he is the standard McFarlane 7 inches. Let's go ahead and get him off of his display stand here and move him closer to the spotlight and jump into some articulation. Starting off with the head articulation, guys, his head does look up about that far and he looks down about that far. I hate this articulation point with it being his little neck swivel and no head swivel. I get it's supposed to be a callback to the stiff neck where Michael Keaton couldn't look left or right. He actually had to turn his body, but I just hate this freaking neck joint. I think it is the worst thing to ever come to figures. Going over here now, guys, looking at his arm articulation. His arms go out about that far. They do rotate all the way around, and he does come with bicep swivel, double hinged elbows, and of course he does have wrist articulation as well. He does rotate all the way around and go up and down, although mine are a little stiff, so I don't really want to break them. Let's go ahead and pull him up closer into the center of the screen here for you guys. Going over here to his ab articulation, guys, he doesn't at all have an ab crunch forward, but he is, of course, the Limbo Master, showcasing all of the Batman abs going on here, all this armored look here. He does, of course, have a swivel in his abs and a swivel in his waist. His legs do go forward about that far. They go back about that far. He does sink in right here in the middle. Like I said, the rubber portion of it. I know this is the infamous McFarlane diaper, but it does sink in a lot right here. There's nothing I can really do to get that out unless I soak it in hot water. So it just kind of sucks in, and I can't really fix that right now. Double hinged knees, and his ankles do go down. They go up. And he does, of course, come with that beautiful ankle pivot. Starting off the size comparison, guys, here we have the Flash standing next to the Flash, both from the same film. There are two Ezra Millers in this film. We've seen it in the trailers, and it is the train wreck that we were promised from the trailers. And this right here, guys, does scale together beautifully with them standing at the exact same size. Next up, guys, sticking with the DC Flash look, here we have the Flash standing next to the CW's Flash, and the CW's Flash does stand taller than Bat Flash, and I'm actually okay with that. I am okay with the superior Flash towering over this one. And last but not least, guys, jumping out of the DC universe right into the Marvel universe, sticking with the red and gold theme, here we have the Bat Flash standing next to the Marvel Legends Invincible Iron Man, and as always, McFarlane will not scale with Marvel Legends. Alrighty guys, and there you have it, another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my review on this Flash figure, I'm gonna have to give him a solid 3 out of 10. I think that this suit would have been better if they would have just kept it as the Batsuit with the Flash just running in it. I hate it that he turned it into his own Flash suit. That's probably just me being a little biased from my love of this suit, but just in figure form, it does not work. I hate the rubber torso. I hate the red paint with the black elbow pads and black gloves. I hate the lightning bolts that he painted on it. I hate the freaking headphones, and I hate the neck articulation. So a 3 out of 10, just like the movie, is all I can give this. It's all I can bring myself to live with. With all that said though, guys, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and be sure to subscribe if you are new. We try to put videos out there 2 times a week for you to enjoy. With all that said though, guys, I'm getting out of here. I will see you in the next video. Later.